6:13 on the clock this morning. Iowa Republicans are preparing for today's all-important presidential caucuses by putting on an extra layer to combat the cold, bitterly cold temperatures there. The weather is by far the coldest since Iowa started leading the presidential selection process in 1976, and it could have an impact on the outcome. Charlie DeMar has the latest from Des Moines.
Iowans came out in the sub-freezing cold to attend rallies on the eve of today's Republican caucuses.
This is Iowa. If you don't like the weather, stick around. It'll change in 10 minutes.
I think it's really important to see all the candidates and, get to hear all the perspectives before, making a decision.
The brutal weather has added yet another question mark for the GOP candidates, hoping to build momentum as the presidential race heads into high gear.
So brave the weather and go out and save America, because that's what you're doing.
A new CBS News poll finds former President Donald Trump's support among national Republican primary voters has risen to its highest level yet, even as former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley leads President Biden by a wider margin in a potential general election matchup.
The only way we're going to win the majority of Americans is if we have a new generational leader.
The Iowa caucuses begin at 7 p.m. Central at individual precinct locations across all 99 counties in the state.
Can you handle the wind chill?
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said today's caucuses are more consequential than ever.
It's all about the organization getting people to turn out, and that's not always easy in any caucus, but certainly in a caucus like this, where we're now going to be in the negative 20s.
And if history is a barometer, the last time Iowa Republicans picked their party's eventual nominee was in 2000 with George W. Bush.
Well, in Georgia, you can request an absentee ballot for the presidential primary right now. Just contact your county's elections office. Those ballots will be mailed out as early as February 12th. In-person early voting will start on February 19th. Election day in Georgia for the presidential primary is March 12th. So go ahead and mark your calendars. It's 6:15 now. Let's take a quick step outside with Alex.
Yeah, Frederick, speaking of Iowa, there it is. A live look up in Des Moines this morning. Look at all the snow on the ground. Not going to be a concern for us, but we are going to be cold. I'll show you just how cold straight ahead.
Man, I know what it's